Lindo Guhle, very good morning to you. Well, you can look at this in many ways. It's about time that such a commission of inquiry has been taking place, and everybody knows how important it is, because this industry in Gauteng transports millions of commuters every day, and it's been beset with violence for a long time.
Well, that's right, Praten. This commission of inquiry into taxi violence was, of course, as a resolution of the taxi summit in 2019 that was in Gauteng. It was headed, of course, by the MEC of Transport here in Gauteng, Jacob Mamabulo. And in fact, what they were trying to do is create a safe space, almost a sacred ground, to get some of the details around all of these violent incidences and the instability in the taxi industry. And I can tell you that it hasn't been an easy task since last year when this particular taxi inquiry began. There were a lot of hiccups along the way. And in fact, one of the most recent one is the one on Tuesday, where we understand some of the witnesses that were set to testify, widows of taxi owners, as it were. We understand that they were indeed not allowed to, or rather that sitting was adjourned because of safety concerns. And I can show you just around me, Praten, before I tell you who is said to be on the stand today. But as you can see, security is indeed tight, it is heightened. And one of the reasons why it was adjourned was because of those safety reasons. And in fact, what Mkhonza Seituki is showing you is, of course, the all-important witness today. We understand that Ubaba Johannes Mkhonza is set to testify. That's the chairperson of SANTACO, and the security there of Ubabu Mkhonza is actually being registered here. And what we were told was that they were working with him, but they said that they cannot walk in there with in fact, firearms. So what they are doing is ensuring that that particular sitting, that particular witness stand, as well as where the commissioner's head are going to be seated, is in fact that sacred ground where there is no sense of threat of violence. And this is what is exactly happening. But of course, the all-important thing today, Praten, is that Ubabu Mkhonza, Johannes Mkhonza, the chairperson of SANTACO, is set to testify before the commission today. Of course, some of the expectations are to actually get a sense of what the taxi industry is doing to try and cap some of these things, what they are doing as an organization that is, of course, a part of the taxi industry. But that is exactly what we are expecting from Ubabu Mkhonza today, as he said to take that witness seat.
Yeah, there's been a lot of focus there. It's good to see that security is tight. What time are proceedings set to begin today?
Well, we understand, Praten, that at about 10 a.m. that Ubabu Mkhonza will be seated, and that the commission will then resume with hearing the evidence as well as some of the interventions they have tried to implement in the taxi industry to ensure that violence is kept, as well as the instability, as I said before, in the taxi industry because of these violent incidences that at a certain time also, affect some of the commuters that are there. And you have to understand that they are the carriers of the majority of our commuters as well as South Africans in the country. So he is set to deliberate and gives a sense of what their impact as well as their interventions are to try and stop this violence.
Thank you very much. Lindo Guhle at the Commission of Inquiry into Taxi Violence in Gauteng.